honest, the green one especially. She would bite my arm so hard.
They would be biters. I believe that.
Nip at your fingers for sure.
They would bite your ankles, nip at your fingers, especially the green one with the little bob that Sidney used to have.
Like, no, don't expose me like that.
No, Barbie. I meant Gorg. It's short.
Hello, and welcome to this new podcast called Gorg, sponsored by MSL, which stands for Maddie Sucking Lemons.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm the M in MSL, which also stands for Maddie.
Hi, I'm Sidney. I'm the S in MSL, which also stands for sucking.
Hey, I'm Lucy, which is also the L in MSL, or lemons in this case. And welcome to Gorg.
Woo! Mads, you want to take it away? Tell them what this podcast is?
Of course. So, in Gorg, we are going to be watching every Barbie movie in order. Now, every one of us has already watched the first one, and we've taken in-depth notes on it. Mm-hmm. And we have ratings for things, different categories in it. And we're going to be putting together an overall rating and score for the movie to see if it's worth your watch. Now, Lucy, could you please tell us how the episodes will be structured?
Yeah, so basically we're going to start kind of talking about the description of the movie and some fun facts led by our host of the episode, Sid. We're kind of going to go a little bit more into the plot, and that's where Maddie and I are really going to get to talk about our thoughts, kind of bring up things that we might have been thinking about at different points. And then we're going to give our independent ratings out of 10 for a couple different categories. So our categories are Barbie, villain, sidekick, Ken, and plot. So we're basically giving each one of those a score out of 10, combining those into one total score for each of us. Then we're going to discuss and debate our different ratings, talk about why we rated them like that, and then we're going to find a final rating between the three of us for what we thought was the best part of the movie, or like the best category of the movie, and just for our final rating. And then, that's how it's going to go today. So, Sid, without further ado, you want to get us started?
Heck yeah, I do.
Oh,
you look at me being family friendly, guys. I did it.
So proud of you.
So,
brings a tear to the eye.
Yeah.
Today we are covering the first ever 3D animated Barbie movie, okay, guys? And this movie is Barbie and the Nutcracker, which was released on October 2nd in 2001.
This movie predates all of us, which is kind of crazy.
That's wild.
Only by 2 years, though.
Yeah, like not by a terribly long time, but like
me by 5. Oldies.
Oh my god, okay. So, the movie was made by Mainframe Entertainment and Mattel Entertainment. It was loosely based off the Nutcracker Ballet by Tchaikovsky. It also uses music from the ballet. Mm-hmm. And it's more based on the short story, The Nutcracker and the Mouse King by E.T.A. Hoffman. All right. Mm-hmm. I got some fun facts for you guys.
I actually was already learning stuff.
Yeah. You want to hear some great fun facts?
Yeah.
It was the first computer animated Barbie movie.
Amazing.
So, it was beautiful.
Congratulations.
There were 2 other Barbie movies, I believe, in the 80s, but they were more 2D animation, I believe.
Oh, I just thought this was the first one, period, to be honest.
Yeah, no, me too. And then I'll look further.
I thought this was the first shoot.
Yeah. Dang it.
We're already failing, guys.
Yeah, already messed up.
Barbie is voiced by Kelly Sheridan.
Like Queen!
Yeah. She also voiced... What?
My Queen Kelly.
Yes.
Queen.
You know it's going to be a good movie when she's voicing Barbie.
She's such a good Barbie. She's quintessential Barbie to me.
She is quintessential Barbie. There's no one else does it like her.
I think the voice actress from Life in the Dreamhouse was good. I don't know. I'm blanking on her name.
Oh,
right
I like her. I like her
Oh,
too.
I did like her. I think I have liked other ones, but my favorite will always be Kelly.
So real.
That's real. That's real.
Another role that she is well known for is Starlight Glimmer in My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. I so forgot she was in My Little Pony. I love her.
There's a bunch of My Little Pony voice actors in here.
Really?
I mean, there's also the legendary Tim Curry.
What?
Of course.
I feel like
Of
we
course.
can't
We're getting there.
Okay.
The Nutcracker himself is voiced by Kirby Morrow, who sadly passed away in 2020. Rest in peace.
Rip a legend.
Maddie, you'll know this one. He also voiced Cole in Ninjago.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I thought I recognized his voice. Oh my god! I love Cole. I love Cole. Oh my god, that was wild.
Hey, Maddie, random question. Do you like Cole? Like, do you
I
love
love Cole.
I wonder who Maddie's favorite Lego Ninjago character was.
I'm really questioning.
I also really like Kai.
Yeah. Oh, everyone
Kai
likes
and Cole.
Kai. All right. And of course, as we all know, the Rat King is voiced by Tim Curry.
What a king.
God. Not just a king, a god.
Exactly.
My
How did they
man.
get him? What strings did they pull?
You know, that's wild.
I think the beauty of Tim Curry is you come to him with some crazy messed up idea, and that man's gonna be like, absolutely, let me know when you need me in that studio. I mean, what a treasure, first of all.
Didn't he also voice like that weird 3D like thing in the Beauty and the Beast Christmas movie?
I don't know.
I think
he was
so.
in Fern Gully.
He was in Ferngully, right? Yes.
He was in Fern Gully. I'm looking at his
anything.
discography. I'm looking at his stuff right now. He was in Muppets.
He was in the Muppets. He
Yes.
like dated Miss Piggy. He didn't date Miss Piggy, but he had like there were rumors of an affair between him and Miss Piggy like, on set.
Yes.
Sorry, I misspoke. There's been rumors that he had a fling with Miss Piggy while on set.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, hey, real.
The
Both
thunder
sides.
is not liking this. Sorry, it just thundered right outside.
Oh, that thundered for me too. Like a few seconds later.
Okay, slay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Obviously, we can't. Rocky Horror. Love it.
Yeah.
He
everyone
played
is
some.
Oh my god,
some,
He is
like,
a legend.
I forgot he was in it actually.
yes.
He was in some weird like wizard movie in the 90s, and I only know this because I took a quiz of like which Tim Curry character are you, and I got the wizard guy that he was. So we were like, what is that? We looked up a clip of it, and it was crazy. I don't remember what it was called though, but it was really
Legend?
maybe
I'm
no.
looking at his discography. That looks like a demon type thing though. The Worst Witch.
Worst Witch. It was the Worst Witch. Highly encourage you guys to go check out a little clip of Tim Curry from this movie.
In The Worst Witch specifically.
Yeah. If you like scroll just through some of these pictures, I mean, legend status for real.
Okay. Oh, he was in regular show. Sorry. Okay, we need a
Get back on track, guys.
get back on track here, guys.
I think we all have ADHD, so this is not good. But
I mean, we just talked about Tim Curry for about 2 minutes.
yeah. So, Captain Candy's voice actor, Ian James Corlett. He was the first voice for adult Goku in the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
I don't know how many dubs there have been of Dragon Ball Z, but like half of the actors in this cast, male voice actors, have been voiced. That was a swear word. We'll bleep that. Voice Goku.
Really?
Yes.
I love like specifically Goku too.
How many Gokus are there? I know nothing about Dragon Ball.
Okay, Dragon Ball has like a million series with a million episodes. It goes on forever.
Oh.
Kirby
there's-
Morrow also voiced Goku.
Did Tim
Okay.
Curry?
No,
This
Tim
is
Curry's not.
Tim Curry. If Tim Curry's not in it, why would I even bother?
Who's next, guys? He's next.
Okay. So Kathleen Barr voices Aunt Drosselmeyer, right?
Okay, legend, by the way. Hey, love Aunt Drosselmeyer.
Oh my
Love
God.
her. Love her.
Maddie, this will open your eyes. She voiced Trixie and Queen Chrysalis from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
The magical Trixie.
Yes.
Oh my god, I loved her. I
Okay.
love Trixie.
Did anyone watch Liberty's Kids when they were younger? Like in
Yes.
school?
No.
Yes. Sidney,
Okay.
we went to the same schools. Of course I did.
Well, of course they did. Basically, Lucy, it's an animated kid show about the American Revolution.
Oh, okay, word. Yeah, I don't think I watched that, but who knows?
So, Maddie, you remember the little French boy, Henri, right?
Oh yeah.
He voices him.
Oh my god. They have a star-studded cast here. In
To
Barbie and the Nutcracker.
The first one. They knew they were starting something big. They all were like, we gotta launch this the correct.
They're like, we have to be a part of this legacy.
Okay, wait, sorry, really quick. Speaking of star-studded casts, have y'all seen the casting for Jesus Christ Superstar?
What? No.
It's got Josh Gad, Philippa Sue,
You're joking.
the guy from Zombies, Milo, whatever his name is.
Ew, Milo
Milo-
Manningham.
Man,
Yes, Milo Mayhem. It is a star-studded cast. Hold on, I'm
If
finding
they got Milo out of there, I would so.
wait, from the 1973?
No. This is like recent, like
A
just
revival.
Oh, 2023.
It's got Josh Gad, Milo. Ooh, sorry, I didn't know there's gonna be music on that. Cynthia Erivo is Jesus.
That's
Okay.
right. I remember that.
John Legend?
Yeah, I'm sending this to y'all right now because y'all need to see this. But
John Legend?
sorry, I just had like really quick. That came out recently, and I've been thinking about that a lot. But
Okay.
Oh my god, Cynthia Erivo. Josh Gad.
literally,
Oh my god,
stars.
Philippa? They got Philippa Sue?
They got Philippa Sue, girl.
Holy.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
they
Milo
really
Manningham?
said-
Oh, Jesus.
They really said we're gonna make y'all cry. Hey, we're gonna
And
make you
Cynthia
cry,
Erivo
not
was
over the
Jesus?
content, but over how good the vocals are.
Oh my god, Adam Lambert as Judas.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I heard star-studded and was like, oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, back on track, back on track.
I have a few more facts, guys. It's okay. This is definitely a tongue twister sentence I'm about to say. It won the Video Premiere Award for Best Animated Video Premiere Movie.
Word.
Whoa, oh, that's cool.
Award
That had an
winning.
award.
We're discussing an award-winning movie today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're talking about Oscar-nominated Boss Baby. That was so stupid. No sense unless you've seen Jack's films in that specific video. It makes no sense if you haven't.
Okay.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
No.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know why. I don't know why I thought of the Oscar-nominated Boss Baby.
Yeah.
Because it's a classic.
It's a classic. Anyway, please move past that.
Okay. For the ballet dancing in the film, the animators motion captured some ballet dancers from the New York City Ballet.
Oh, cool.
They're prestigious. They're fancy. They went all out for this movie.
They really
did
classic here.
for
And they
this this movie
did.
Sorry, this award-winning film.
This award-winning film.
that we're
That's
just casually discussing.
Yeah.
That's how you have to address it now, guys. It's an award-winning film.
Award-winning film.
It's award-winning.
The movie was choreographed by New York City Ballet Master-in-Chief Peter Martins.
I didn't even think about the fact they'd have to choreograph this. Like you
I
said
didn't
choreograph, and I was like, wait, what? And then I was
I-
like, it's an actual like dance. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were
Mhm.
just gonna use the dances from the ballet.
I think that's kind of what I thought. I think I kind of just assumed like it was the Nutcracker because they like similar.
They do use dances from the Nutcracker, but there are a couple original ones. Like I feel like I feel they're like original, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen the Nutcracker in years. to be fair.
I don't know it enough.
Yeah, I've only seen it a couple times, and I've unfortunately never been in it because I was never really a dancer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but I guess I just assumed it was kind of always the same dances.
It is the same, pretty much.
Yeah, I think it is.
The only thing that changed is the character names.
Okay.
This last fact, hello, I thought was pretty interesting. One animator's job was dedicated to solely animating Barbie's hair in the film.
That's wild. Like,
It's crazy.
I didn't like. I guess, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but that seems wild because her hair doesn't seem like too special, you know?
Yeah.
It was to not like clip into her like model, I think.
Oh.
Well, because I knew for like Merida and Rapunzel, they did like a similar thing. Like a lot of time on those movies were spent on their hair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they have crazy
Yeah.
hair, especially Rapunzel.
Exactly. That's why I was kind of surprised it was. I mean, because Barbie's hair is pretty simple in it, I think.
Yeah.
But-
The CGI producer and co-producer of the film, Jennifer Twiner McGarren, said her hair was like a separate character, what with all the attention and care it received.
Oh,
Well, hey, that's
You know?
cool.
things you never think about.
Yeah,
Right?
I guess I don't know animation enough to really be surprised at it.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think like these are things that I never would have thought of, but now that I know about them, I'm kind of like, huh. Now I'm gonna think about it every time I watch a movie, though. I'm gonna be like, who did their hair? Who animated their hair?
Animated.
choreographed
The
this?
hair guy. Yeah.
All right. Those are my fun facts.
Yay! They were fun.
No, I
So-
didn't do that. That was fun.
So we can get straight into the plot.
Yeah.
Y'all
Do it.
your notes out.
I watched this like long before, like I think like years and years and years before I ever went and saw the ballet.
Me too.
I think I went and I saw the actual ballet and I felt like betrayed because it wasn't the exact same as what I always watched. I went in and I was like, what is going on? Where's Clara? Where is she? She's in the real Nutcracker too, but I think yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where is my girl? Where's
Right?
I have so many pages of notes.
Oh yeah.
I have a lot to talk about.
I also can't read half of mine because I was doing it like one-handed on the ground while I was dog sitting, so I was petting the
Oh,
Maddie, the better Maddie.
right.
Oh,
You always have to remind me.
Yeah,
I
I
get
think
it.
it's correct. One
Shall we
thing,
get started?
yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So the movie opens with Barbie, as in Barbie, real Barbie, and her sister Kelly doing, is it the Waltz of the Sugar Plum Fairy? Is that what it's called?
I think it's just called the dance, isn't it?
The Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
There's a waltz in there somewhere, I thought, but I could be stupid.
No idea.
So what do we think of Kelly, guys? Kelly thoughts?
I like Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea. What can I say?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think I also prefer Chelsea.
I think I also prefer Chelsea.
Something about Kelly, I just, I work with too many kids
Then yeah.
to, like, have good opinions about like kids in movies.
Yeah.
It's so bad, but sometimes when I watch a movie, I'm just like, oh, stop. I want to be free.
fair.
So
I'm also a little confused why she's learning the Sugar Plum Fairy dance, because isn't that usually like an older person's
Yeah,
part?
that's
And
It's
she's
usually
like,
it's a one older person dance.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she's like 6.
yeah,
What 6-year-old is learning that?
I think in reality she would be like a peppermint or like a snowflake or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The parts the little kids have.
Yeah, the little kid parts. My
Yeah.
first note I wrote down was, dude, Kelly is so scary.
I
Yeah,
wrote Kelly boo, Chelsea yay.
I think I said my first thing was I love and I hate the animation style. Like it really took me back, and I think it's beautiful in its own way, but I think watching it after not watching it for so long, like going back and watching it was like, oh,
Yeah,
back
oh
in
my
the
God.
old days, like
Especially the faces. I wrote animation is off somehow, feels funky. The
Yeah.
faces
yes.
of like the background characters, genuinely terrifying. I showed my dad and he said it looks like a horror film.
And he's right. And you sent us those screenshots earlier, and I did crack up because those were good.
Those were the ones I showed him. And
Yeah.
he said it looks like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I mean, a little bit. I can definitely see that.
So Kelly messes up a move and starts freaking out about it and says she'll never be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so Barbie is like, you just got to be brave, girly. And she's like, like Clara. And then Kelly's like, from the ballet, because, she's stupid.
Again, one down the street.
What other Clara are we talking about, Kelly? Like, let's be real. And so Barbie begins to tell the story of Clara and the Nutcracker.
I would like to say
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Kelly is in the Nutcracker, but she doesn't know the story.
I also was gonna say
I was confused about that too.
Why she's according to what's happening, she's learning the sugar plum fairy dance.
one of the harder dances.
One of the harder dances for one of the biggest characters.
And she doesn't know the story.
She's like me when I go into an audition and I'm like, hey guys, and they're like, okay, what are you singing? And I'm like, what's the show again?
You're going audition for Rapunzel and you're like, oh, and you come in with like a bob.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, how do you feel about like, wearing like a wig? And you're like, oh no, I don't want to.
Yeah, I hate long hair actually.
I hate long hair.
Yeah.
Just
Basically.
Okay. So then the story begins. Clara lives with Drosselmeyer, her grandfather, with her little brother Tommy, because her parents died, which is not a thing that happens in the ballet.
why did they kill them off? This isn't even important to the plot.
It's not at all.
They just did it.
They could have just been like they're at a party at their uncle's house.
It might be from the short story. I haven't read that. I've only interacted with the ballet in this movie.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was interesting they called him stern. He doesn't seem that stern. He kind of just seems like your average adult.
Sexist.
He's a hater. Oh my
A
god.
hater.
he's a
That's
hater.
it. A hater.
He's such a hater. Also, I have a note. It says Grandpa looks like Prince's friend in Island Princess.
Oh my god, he does.
It's definitely the same character.
Yeah, it's like the same model.
Model,
Um,
that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sid, are you going to talk about the maid at all? If not, I really need to say this note.
No. Go say
I
what you
said-
gotta say.
Maid did not care about the ballerina ornament.
No,
She did not care that Claire's parents died.
No, because Claire was like holding an ornament and like the maid was like, oh, it's pretty. And she was like, yeah, my mom gave it to me. And she just went, okay.
She was like, right.
Girl does not care.
Oh.
So then they get a surprise visitor in the form of Aunt Drosselmeyer, who traveled she travels. She's a travel influencer.
I just say I want to be her so bad.
You know?
That's so
I-
real.
I don't know if I want to be her or want to be with her.
She's got a massive forehead, dude. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw her.
Oh my god. First thing I wrote about her was when the grandpa was talking to her. And I wrote, Grandpa does not like the aunt just because she slays.
That's true. No, he definitely was sexist. Again, isn't it the 1880s or something though? Like it's a bit
Maybe.
expected if you think time period. But I was at some points like, okay, bro, calm down.
Right?
Also,
It's like
Yeah.
crazy levels of misogyny.
for real.
So then the aunt gives Tommy some toy soldiers, and she gives Clara a freaking Nutcracker. All right, what the heck?
Wait, lame gifts all around.
Always lame. And she was overjoyed. Overjoyed. I have so many notes about like being like, why does she like this thing so much? She
Really?
talks to it. She sleeps with it. She sleeps
sleeps
holding it like it's a doll.
And like not even like a comfortable, like cute doll. Like stuffed animal, yeah, for sure, girl. Like cuddle up with that. A nutcracker? That is wood, first of all.
Wild.
Second off, okay, I'm sorry. This aunt is a world traveler. Like
She
has
walked
gone
The Great
everywhere.
Wall of China.
And you, instead of bringing like maybe like a Chinese toy soldier, like even that would have been better. No, it's like a regular toy soldier. You could have gone down the street and bought that, and that is her gift.
Probably did.
She probably did. She probably didn't know she was going to be there for Christmas, so she was like, "Oh shoot, I don't have anything for them. Let me just go to this toy shop." And like, girl, stop. Like, may I just say?
So Tommy breaks the arm of the Nutcracker because he
Also,
sucks.
okay, Tommy sucks. I would have
Tommy
fist fought
sucks.
him.
He's a brat.
Oh my god, we would have been fist fighting, and I'm so real about that. Like if I were Clara, oh, he'd be beaten down. I would have fought him.
So then Clara falls asleep on the couch
With the Nutcracker.
With the Nutcracker.
cuddling the Nutcracker like a weirdo. But suddenly magical dust starts surrounding the room, and a bunch of the Nutcracker comes alive,
Yeah.
and then rats start entering from the massive rat hole in the wall.
At this point, I started noticing some of those camera angles were so cool. Like the owl view, the owl was like swooping over everything, and like it was a really cool shot, and I was like, just from a cinematography point, like that was a cool moment. Like they had to animate that, and they really were like, we're gonna make this look cool.
Yeah.
I had to major props to the animators and to the directors and whoever came up with that shot, because I was like, that's cool.
That's cool. I would like to say they complain about the mice problem, but have like a Looney Tunes, like Tom and Jerry type mouse hole in their wall that they just haven't bothered to cover.
Like, put a piece of wood in front of that dog.
Right?
Yeah, do something. Your maid sucks if she doesn't notice when cleaning.
Yeah.
No wonder she doesn't care. She hates you.
She's there for the check.
Quite literally. So the Rat King uses his magic scepter and shrinks Clara to his size. But with help from Nutcracker, they escape the rats.
I just really quick, I did have a couple of notes about that. So, like, first of all, the gasp when the Rat King like got hit with this. He got hit with like a shoe or something, and everyone went.
I have a note about that. I have a note.
Every single rat gasped, and it was so funny. I was dying laughing. Also, I am obsessed with how in this movie Tim Curry says Nutcracker.
Nutcracker!
Nutcracker the whole time. Every time.
Okay, I have so many notes on this battle scene. Okay, first of all, the Rat King's like telling the Nutcracker, he's like, "You're a thorn in my side still," and I don't know why this made me laugh so much, but the Nutcracker said, "A thorn to you I shall remain." I thought it was so funny.
I thought it was funny. Someone said insolent mice. I think it was the Nutcracker. Like when he first comes to like insolent mice. That was funny. Hey, that was
so good. Also, that silhouette battle scene, like real quick, that ate.
That ate up.
That was so good.
The animators were animating in 2001 and we're like, you know what? In like 24 years, some girls are gonna go absolutely crazy for this.
Oh my god. Also, when Clara was shrunk, she didn't even try and dodge it.
No, Shelby just stood there.
Didn't even. When the mice turned on her and she went, "This is not good." I said it had the same energy as "They're right behind me, aren't they?"
It does. Wait. They're right behind me, aren't they?
This is not good.
Literally. Same font.
It is. The Nutcracker, crazy. He did a lot with like a broken arm.
I was gonna say, does he
wilding out?
There's a couple points where he just like casually, like throughout the movie, just loses limbs, and it's never. Nobody's ever distressed about this.
God.
Like
Captain Candy was for a second.
Yes, like he later on in the movie, like this is, I mean, a bit very far ahead of where we are, but he at one point like took his arm out to reach Captain Candy, and just nobody. Like, he seemed a little panicked about that for a second, but then everyone just kind of moved on.
The Nutcracker was just like, "It's okay, I'm made of wood." Like, what?
Yeah.
What does that even mean, bro?
He's like, "I do this all the time."
It's like, you're made of wood, but do you not still have nerves? Like, do you not still feel pain? Because
that's such a good question. I'm curious now. Like, does he feel pain?
Then it brings into question, like, why is he so afraid of the rat soldiers? Like,
obviously, near the end, he like spoilers when he gets pummeled. He does feel pain. Like,
he gets beat.
So, like, at what point does the Nutcracker feel pain? Because I feel like losing a limb is very painful, but he just pops those things out. But then I understand why he would run from the rat soldiers, because like if he gets captured it's a bad thing, but like if he doesn't feel pain, bro could have been taking some hits for people.
Right?
Like he could have, I don't know. I just had that thought.
I also have another thought. You mentioned the shoe. I would
Yeah.
like to talk about that. Because
Yeah.
how strong does Clara have to be for a
Yeah.
shoe to take him down?
And
it was like instantly, and he was like knocked out and had to be dragged away.
it gave that one episode of Victorious where she hits the like dictator with her shoe.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting back on track to the plot here. The owl on the clock comes to life and appears in front of the Nutcracker and Clara and is like, if you want to be turned back to normal and yada yada, go find the Sugar Plum Princess. And the Nutcracker's like, I've never heard of that person in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, you got to go across the sea of storms, like go find her and the Rat King will be destroyed and Clara will be turned to normal size.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives Clara a heart locket so that when she opens it, she can return back home.
Yeah.
So Nutcracker and Clara, they go through the mouse hole and they go through some like portal to a freaking ice cave.
It's like Narnia.
It
Yeah.
reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, like when she fell down the rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a mix of that and Coraline.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like stuck in this cave, and then these snow fairies enter the place.
Yeah. And that, by the way, the dance sequences with like the ice fairies, it goes so hard.
Oh, it's so cool.
I was a kid. I remember being like, okay, wrap it up, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
you wrap it up. Wrap it up.
but now, like, as an adult, I'm like, this is so good. It eats up. I also was interested to think, especially specifically the first ice fairy, the little one. I'm
I
wondering
knew
if it's
about that
meant
one.
to be Kelly.
I think it is meant to be Kelly.
It looks like her.
It looks like her. And I also kind of had the thought of maybe those are the little kids that dance in the show, and they wanted to show them as like the lead fairies because they wanted like this was a movie meant for little kids, like
Yeah.
for the little kids who were interested in the Nutcracker or who maybe wanted to be interested in the Nutcracker. So I wonder if maybe it was to be like, look, you're in the movie, like, look, you're in the show, you're in the dance.
I think so. I do have something to say about that specific little snow fairy.
Yeah.
She looks like she bites.
She does look like she bites. She's a biter.
She got the
And-
nibbling teeth.
I'm preemptively saying this, the green one especially. She would bite my arm so hard.
They would be biters. I believe
You
that.
nip at your fingers for sure.
They would bite your ankles, nip at your fingers, especially the green one with the little bob that Sidney used to have. Like,
No, don't expose me like that.
Did they not bite the rat soldiers at some point? I do want to say that they at some point they did actually bite something or someone.
what did I say? I knew it. When they were in like the intro scene with like the credits and stuff, the first thing I said, because Sid was there, Sid can attest to this. I went, they look like they bite.
Yeah.
They also, I just want to go back to the intro scene really quick. Those intros were so long
So long.
for a
Long
kid's
for
movie.
what too?
Before the movie like even starts. Super long. Anyway, sorry, back to
Yes. The
Nice.
snow fairies dance.
yes.
Yes. They dance. I guess it opens a little portal and they see what is the gingerbread world, is it? Or whatever.
It has
Yeah.
a name. I forgot the name.
Candyland.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So yeah. They go to the land and they're just walking around and they come to a village and it looks destroyed.
But before we get to that, I need to mention on their way walking to the village, they encountered my least favorite character.
Oh yes, the bat.
The weird looking bat.
Oh, I
It
love
looks
him.
Weird. It sounds weird. It moves weird. It talks weird. It has a gross accent. I hate that thing.
Maddie, can
I
say something?
hate that thing.
In my notes, I have in all capital letters, love the bat. OMG, I forgot about him.
Oh no.
This
It
is
was
my
so
first
annoying.
note on him.
The
Weird
rat-
looking bat. Ugh, it looks wrong. Moves weird. Talks weird. Accent gross.
He reminded me of Bartok from Anastasia.
I love
I
Bartok.
love Bartok, and I
He's
think
better. He's so much better.
Bartok is obviously better, but I think I don't even remember what this bat's name was, but I think because of his resemblance to Bartok, I felt a little bit of love for him.
Him reheating Bartok's nachos, dude.
Yeah, I do also want to say I think something really funny about this movie is the background somehow looks faker than the rest.
It does.
Which is weird because it's an animated movie, but I was like, it looks like they put a green screen.
I was gonna say it looks like green screen, but that's just
an animated green screen in this like animated world. It was so strange looking. I needed to point that out as well.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
So once they enter the village, they find these two children who say it's all Prince Eric's fault. Everything that's happening is the prince's fault.
Yeah. Crazy smear campaign they're running here.
Exactly, because he left them.
Very similar to Mulan. I did just want to point that out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also at some point in this, I don't know why I wrote this down, but the Nutcracker sounded like the Wii sports announcer.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. At some point he sounded like that.
I want to point out that the kids' faces that were hating on the Nutcracker also freak me out.
The boys' bowl cut, I hate it.
Yes. Oh my god, I hate the bowl cut.
Sucks, dude. So they all begin traveling together, but they are attacked by the Mouse King's army.
Mm-hmm.
But they are saved by Major Mint and Captain Candy.
What guys? For real. Also, one thing about this savior moment, everybody but the main characters, specifically those little kids, dress so normally throughout this movie.
Yeah.
It's really just like the main characters who are dressed super crazy. So if in a Barbie movie you're ever wondering, I wonder who the main character is, just look for whatever the most wildly dressed character.
The brightest clothes you've ever seen.
Clothes. Everyone else was in like brown, like long dresses, and the kids were in like bright pink.
The bowl cut kid was dressed as a gingerbread man.
Literally. The girl was dressed as like a mini peppermint.
Yeah.
Because those are two dancing acts, I think, right? Yeah.
No, but I just thought it was interesting that like the rest of the people were not given a lot of attention.
Yeah, the townsfolk were just regular townsfolk. It was weird. So Major Mint lets them in on the story of what happened. Prince Eric was just careless. He didn't care. He didn't want to be king, so he left. This led to the king being like, okay, the mouse is temporary ruler until Eric decides he wants to be king.
I thought he left after the Rat King took over, and that's why everyone blamed him. Like the kingdom was left to him, but until he was of age, the Rat King was.
That's what I thought too.
No, it's because you didn't want to be king.
Oh, I thought he disappeared, and everyone was mad at him for disappearing, and I was like, that's kind of mean, guys.
He didn't really want to be king, and so the king was like, well, the rat will take his place, and then the rat took over, and then he was there. He just didn't want to be king, and then the rat was like, the rat took over and turned him into a Nutcracker. Or that's a spoiler. My bad. Anyways, you and I spoil. Anyways, but anyways, because we're about to get to that night. Clara realizes the Nutcracker is the missing Prince Eric.
Dude, she clocked his tea so fast.
Exactly, gagged him
fast.
Extremely fast. Did I also put that together quickly? Yeah. Have I grown up with this story? Yeah. But
Dude.
she came in and was like, so you're the lost prince, right? And he was like, I'm sorry?
Clocked his tea. I also have to say, the Captain Candy, who was really close friends with Eric, who was asked the Nutcracker, is like, hey, do you know what happened, Eric? You know what the person who is Eric said to apparently one of his closest friends? The Mouse King destroyed him. What's why would you say that?
I mean, I think he was being he destroyed my spirit and my body and being super cryptic, but it does make it sound like he's dead. And that they should
he
stop
was
searching.
Brutally killed.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yes. Not just he was killed. He was destroyed. He was torn apart. They drew and quartered him. Is that how you say that past tense? He was drawn and quartered.
There you
That's
go.
what it makes it sound like.
I needed to point that out because oh my god. I was like, that's a bit harsh to your bestie.
Damn.
I understand like not wanting the best friend to go out and like look for you, but I think destroyed, I agree, was a very strong choice of words. Maybe just be like
crazy.
maybe being like the Rat King. I don't know. Like even killed would have been better. Like the Rat King killed him would have been better than destroy, I think.
Banish him to another
in a
universe.
Yeah.
children's movie.
Yeah.
So Clara, the Nutcracker, Mint, and Candy all set off on a journey to go find the Sugar Plum Princess. Oh my god. Hello, the fairies in the ballet, my bad. As they're preparing a boat though, Clara and the Nutcracker free some flower fairies who'd been trapped in a well for some reason by the mouse thing.
By the way, at some point before this was the part we were talking about where the Nutcracker just takes off his own arm and saves the guy, which I did mention again in my notes because that was crazy. Like,
Yeah,
sorry, I didn't have any rope, so I pulled off my own arm.
If it didn't hurt, I understand.
Yeah.
I don't know that it did. I don't think that's something. I mean, it didn't look like it, but just, I mean, he literally said, sorry, didn't have any rope while putting the arm back onto his body. Like, that was crazy.
It was wild. My note for that scene was dude didn't even notice he pushed someone over the edge because
That was also crazy.
because the mint guy pushed the Captain Candy by accident, but he didn't even notice. And he was like, "Oh, you're clumsy. Oh, that's your fault." I was like,
no,
"What?"
Mint was my op low key in the first half of this movie.
No, actually.
Oh my god! Then they were fighting, and I wrote the girls are fighting.
The girls were fighting.
Girls are fighting.
Oh, and this is where the green spider fairy comes in.
Yeah, the flower fairy.
Yes. I wanted to be them. I wanted to be a flower fairy so
Me
bad.
too. I want to be a flower. I still want to be a flower fairy.
Yeah.
Sid,
Yes?
that one, the kid one looks like you as a kid.
Kind of does.
I
Yeah.
was a flower fairy, guys. I need to go
It was
back.
you. Especially because it's green
Yeah.
and it's your favorite color.
There's green and pink, my two faves. Like,
Yeah.
that was me.
No, it really did. Like, and you had like a similar haircut at one point as well.
Yes, I
But
did.
that's what I'm saying.
My fab.
The fab.
My freak bob. But after they free the flower fairies, they get chased by a rock giant,
Yeah.
sent by the Mouse King,
Casual.
to try and stop them from reaching the princess. But the snow fairies come in and they're like, not on our watch.
Which, like, where? Because the horse also comes out randomly at about this time. There's a horse that they meet at the very beginning of the movie.
And
That,
they use her.
by the way, when they were being saved, just let the horse run away. Just never
Right.
brought that back up. And then suddenly, here, the horse and the, like, snow
Fairy?
fairies are back. And I just, that, like, where did they come from? Like, magic in movies, whatever, but, like, where did they come from?
I don't know, man.
They just knew.
Yeah.
They just knew,
But-
bro.
The ice fairies turned the ocean, the sea to ice.
Mm-hmm.
So the horse Marzipan can pull everyone on the sled to the island where the sugar plum princess is.
Isn't marzipan like a cooking thing?
Yeah, marzipan is like a really sweet. I might be thinking of a meringue, but it's like a really sweet. I think marzipan's like a paste kind
I'm
of.
looking
It's
that
named
up.
after a dance in the Nutcracker, I believe.
Marzipan. It is a confection
Right.
consisting primarily of sugar and almond meal, sometimes augmented with almond oil or extract.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a really. It's pretty yummy.
Okay. So the group reaches the Sugar Plum Princess Island, right? So the men all walk into the fake looking castle.
Which okay, yeah. Actually, no. Finish this, and then I have thoughts about this.
So they walk in the castle and they're like looking around, like, oh, it's nice. Where's the princess? The cage falls on them, and then the freaking the cardboard castle falls.
Which can we need to talk about this.
We need to talk about it.
Tim Curry as the rat. I'm just gonna call him Tim Curry for now. I'm not gonna call him the Rat King. Tim Curry himself finds out about the fact like where they are going, and this island. Nobody is supposed to be able to get there.
Yeah.
Like it is supposed to be inaccessible.
across the sea of
Basically.
storms. Like, you're
Yes.
not supposed to be there.
Like, the ice fairies had to freeze an entire ocean for them to get to this island.
How did they get there faster than the other guys?
Exactly. How did they get there faster? And how did they set that up so quickly? I mean, they had to like paint that background and like put the cage. Like, did they have the giant cage waiting? Were there parts
had
already
to have.
made? Like, what? I mean, I guess the Rat King's magic, but I was like, how did they get there quicker?
I have
They-
no idea.
Had to
Yeah.
have. I would also like to point out, how did they not notice it was 2D?
Yeah.
How did
Yeah.
you walk up to it and
It
go,
was-
"Oh, these windows are fake"? Oh
was-
well, and open the door.
It was
did
very
you-
similar to the background at the beginning.
Yeah.
It does.
Very green screeny.
Yeah. Yeah. But I just was like, girl, what? How?
How? I just think because Tim Curry's magic.
I mean, the magic of Tim Curry.
Right?
It's real.
I actually do have the magic of Tim Curry and his staff, I guess, written in my notes, like word for word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the boys TM are captured,
Right.
leaving Clara alone, stranded on this island in the middle of freaking nowhere. And so the flower fairies pick her up and take her to the Rat King castle.
Which, why did they not do this the whole time? They just
They
can't,
needed the Sugar Plum Princess because the Sugar Plum Princess has to defeat the Rat King.
but they fly over this whole ocean.
Yeah, why couldn't they take them one by one or something? Like, what?
Why not?
plot holes, guys.
Yeah.
I wrote down in my notes that without these fairies, everyone would be dead.
No, yeah, these
Oh my
these
god,
fairies,
they would be so dead.
they'd be so dead. Yeah.
They would have been dead the second they got into that universe.
They wouldn't
It's
have
trapped
even
in
made
that
it out of
ice.
the ice cave. Yeah.
Because do you know their solution? Stab the solid ice walls with a sword.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is stupid because if the ice cracked, it would fall on you.
Yeah.
Dummy.
And also, he has a wooden Nutcracker, wooden sword.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was not a metal sword.
How does that hurt
And
someone?
it's probably the size of like a large toothpick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
realistically, which I guess everything in there was, but I mean, still.
So Clara gets to the castle. She is able to get guards away from the jail cell. I don't know how.
Also, that
Oh.
prison was a freaking joke. It was like a set of stairs with like two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would think like his most dangerous adversary, 2 guards.
Yeah.
What? What?
There was a weird magic wall thing, but
I
like
don't understand that one.
Like
it was like a one-way mirror.
Yeah, but I don't understand why that was in the movie. Like, I'm just curious.
she figured that out immediately.
I think it was just to show that she was super magic.
Oh, okay, she's like
That's
smart
what
and
it
like
was.
sense magic. Okay.
There's supposed to be a lot of like drops that she is, you know. Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
Claire is the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Princess.
We'll get to that in a minute.
She's the princess.
I think all of these are meant to be like, by the way,
Yeah.
who she is.
Yeah. But like the thing is, she said it wasn't even like, I sense something here. It was, why did they have guards guarding an empty room? And then
like,
she was like feeling around until she felt something.
I mean, like a win for logic, but I agree. I don't know why the invisible wall was the first thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they all escape. Nutcracker starts fighting the Rat King until the Rat King just starts pummeling him, dude.
Oh, he beats him down. He wins. Hands down wins.
Yeah.
So he's about to attack Clara, but then the Nutcracker, using his sword, reflects the shrink spell that was going to be used on Clara back onto the Rat King, making him the size of an actual rat.
Yeah. Which, hey, slay.
This upsets me. Why is that how they defeat him?
Also, they act like Clara defeated him. No, the Nutcracker did.
Nothing.
She gets all the credit for all the stuff he did.
May I say, largely throughout this movie, useless.
Yes, exactly.
Until the very end.
Until the very end. Also,
And she's not even that useful.
It's
All
really-
she did was free them.
it's revealed she's a Sugar Plum Princess.
Right after this,
She's
yes.
supposed
Because she
to have
kisses
been the,
him.
like, savior. Girl did nothing.
No,
Girl did literally
exactly.
Literally nothing. Her
Everyone's
fit,
like-
though, hey, fire, need that fit.
Yes.
Also,
Oh, it
really
was
cool.
cute.
There were a lot of princes at this time in like very similar times named like Eric, Derek. Like, was there
Yeah,
something like something about
everywhere.
that name
Something was in the air, dude.
in the air in the
Everyone
water?
loved Eric's.
Eric's
But
and
oh, sorry. Y'all good? Continue?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the Nutcracker's about to die, and so Clara kisses him, and it's revealed that not only is the Nutcracker Prince Eric,
Mm-hmm.
but Clara
shocker.
is the Sugar Plum Princess.
Mm-hmm. What is she princess of?
Huh?
That one island
Yeah.
with the fake castle.
Princess of Magic. Like, I just randomly had the thought of like, where does she rule over in this land?
Princess of the island that no one can get to.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she's not there either. Because she was
Her-
never there.
She was never there.
She lived in another universe. Literally.
Maybe that's why no one
She was never there.
Maybe no one could get to it because she wasn't there, and then the minute she got there, suddenly everyone else could, and now maybe they can't
Ooh.
get there anymore.
Okay.
Oh
my
Look
God,
at you
there's
thinking
something
in a way they totally didn't think.
No.
There was something that happened earlier I forgot to talk about. So, like, when everyone's surrounding the Rat King, he's like, oh, I'll kill all the subjects or whatever because I don't need them. Buddy, if you didn't have subjects, who the heck are you ruling?
Yeah, what's the point of
Exactly.
Hey, bud, what's the point?
You could just say you're king of the field. Like, okay, you're not ruling anything though.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what's the point?
That was dumb. I was like, bro, okay. But anyways, Prince Eric is back. Everyone's happy. I don't know why. I thought we hated him.
They
but
suddenly
whatever.
love him because
Yeah.
it's all fixed.
I think they realize, oh, this guy actually didn't just mysteriously disappear. He was literally turned into a freaking
Okay.
Nutcracker by the.
He also could have in the beginning gone, guys, guys, it's me, Prince Eric.
Yeah,
I'm doing this to go help you. He didn't have to keep it a secret.
maybe he was like kept prisoner for a while or something, and so everyone thought he disappeared. And then the Rat King was like, "Ha, I kept you prisoner. Now go look at what happened," and turned him into a Nutcracker.
Yeah, and then banish and then send him to the real world or whatever the fuck.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Also, I'm questioning why he made him into something that could move. Turn him into a futon.
that's
Sit
what I
on
said.
A statue. He's got a million statues in his little castle.
Right? Turn him into a statue.
You
There's
said you were going to turn him to Kindle? Freeze
Yeah.
him.
Put him in the courtyard. Show him as a statue. Be a warning. Like, what?
There's a whole scene where the bat guy and Tim Curry have this conversation where he's like, "How are we doing on lawn ornaments?" And the bat's like, "How are we doing on whatever? Too many." And then
Yeah.
they're like, "How about bookends?"
Bookends.
So like, clearly, I mean, he could have turned him into something else. He really set himself up to fail, I fear.
Yeah, it's just, ugh,
Yeah. But
so confusing.
yeah.
So everyone's happy. Everyone's celebrating. Clara's like, I'm not leaving. I couldn't leave. This is home now. And
Yeah.
everyone's dancing and celebrating. The couple dance. Okay, guys.
That's cute.
Cute. Low-key, they're cute. Like,
They're cute.
Super cute. I love
They're
this
pretty cute.
sequence, and I know the point is to get kids into ballet. Like, I think that was the point of these first couple movies. It's like get kids into like classical, like literature and ballet and stuff. But
yeah,
it's giving family talent show.
it is. With Mint and Candy doing that little dance.
Yes.
Oh, they ate it though. They ate it though.
They ate up. I love them.
I love
Yes.
the ballet. I wrote in my notes, now we're doing ballet. The ballet is really good.
Throughout the whole thing, whenever the fairies would dance or everyone else would dance, I was like, yas, ballet.
Because they did really good on the motion capture.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
It was really good.
And again, the angles go crazy in this movie. Like the camera angles, they did not have to do that. It's animated. They did that for me.
Yeah.
The two good things about the animation in this, the ballet and the angles.
Yeah.
And the hair.
And the hair. Sorry, that one guy did real good.
That one guy, shout out to the hair animator.
Yeah.
Shout out one man.
Yeah.
Hair animators deserve credit, guys. Come on.
Ew.
They deserve love too.
Yes. So everyone's celebrating, everyone's happy, but then the Rat King on the stupid bat's back flies by, steals Clara, whoever, steals her locket, opens it, and so she's sent back to the real world.
Also, like, really quick, before this happens, first off, they could have taken that moment and turned it into a sequel so fast.
Oh, they could have.
They could have made a sequel of this movie if they wanted. But and if they they still could do it. Barbie, I dare you. But also,
Mattel, if you're watching.
Mattel, if you're listening.
Yeah,
But also,
Mattel.
if this were made now, they would have turned the kingdom into a democracy at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the point in the movie where they were like, no, we can't rule over you. You didn't have a say in that. And then everyone votes them to be the leaders anyway.
Yeah.
Had that
I
thought.
have something to say. Girl, you're abandoning your family.
For real. Like, yeah,
Leaving them behind for a man you met 12 hours ago.
yeah.
It's been, by the time she wakes up, it's been like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Max.
It has been a day.
She's leaving, I get what she's leaving her brat brother, her hater grandfather, and her slay aunt.
Yeah. I mean, like, maybe it's not the life she wanted, but also, girl, they're gonna like hold a funeral for you.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna think you're dead.
They're gonna think you're kidnapped.
Yeah. Like, they're gonna like. That's
She
not
was sleeping. She was sleeping on the couch, and then the next morning she's gone.
And like everything is destroyed in that living room.
Yeah.
Police! Someone broke in my house and took my granddaughter and her Nutcracker.
Took my granddaughter, her Nutcracker, also messed up my Christmas decorations. What? Yeah.
So,
Anyway, continue.
So also wait, because Rat King is a hater, is a crazy hater. But I have to respect the hate.
Yeah.
Even though he was shrunk down, he was like, "I'm gonna send you home."
Yeah.
Because I hate you.
Like, I'm not done yet. You have not seen the
Also-
last.
I have one more question. Is he
Yes.
Rat or Mouse King? They call him both.
I think Rat, because
I
originally
think
They've back to back called him that.
in the ballet they have a mix of like mice and rat characters.
and in the ballet, he is a Rat King.
Yeah.
He is called the Rat King. But here
assume-
they sorry.
No,
But
good.
like oh my god, we keep talking over each other. When the Nutcracker was like talking like right before he got beat like real bad, he was like Rat King, and then the next sentence called him Mouse King. Like, brother, make up your mind.
I
I
think
think
it's
Rat.
I think it's Rat. I've always heard him
Yeah.
referred to
I've
as
always
Rat.
heard Rat.
So
I just call him King now.
yeah, I had a
He's
question.
Tim Curry.
How old is Clara meant to be in this? Because
She's a
Young
young teen or something.
like 12, 13.
multiple times it's like referred to that she's like being married, but if that is the case, girl is wearing a scandalous dress.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if this is like, you know, kind of like Edwardian era, like early 1900s, this
Yeah.
is pre like flapper era where this is
Yeah.
based. Her going out and about in that nightgown, crazy work.
Scandal.
Like, I get she can't help the clothes she's kidnapped in, but the fact that her grandpa is supposedly supposed to be stern and yet lets her wear that around, like in front of, even though it's in front of their
Her
family,
brother.
like, it's implied that this is like a nice family Christmas. Like, I'm assuming they had to dress up for this. So I'm
And it was a
honestly
Christmas
assuming
party
this is-
too.
yeah, I'm assuming this is not a nightgown. I'm assuming that this is like her nice dress. In which case, hey, that is not a stern grandpa. That grandpa
No.
like needs to be sterner, because that would have been a scandal. Unless she is a child, in which case not as bad. But if she is supposed to be like a woman that they're introducing men to in the hopes that she gets married, like, hey, that's crazy work.
I think she's a child.
I think so too.
So
Which
I think it's fine, but it's a real good point.
It's crazy because they're like, hey, this is this man that I know.
But then the aunt is like, you have to face it, she's turning into a young lady. So
Yeah, maybe
I
on the
guess the aunt just wants her to date. The aunt's so progressive though. She's like, explore the world,
yeah. The
date
aunt
around.
maybe the aunt is thinking date and the grandpa is thinking marry. So he's like, no, she's still a child. And the aunt's like, no, let her have some fun. Let her date around.
yeah.
I think
I
that's
agree.
something. Okay,
Yeah.
wait, let's finish this quickly so we
Yes,
can
for
do
the
ratings.
ratings.
We're almost done.
So Clara wakes up. The Nutcracker's missing. Her grandfather is like, she tells the story to her grandfather, and she would have been thrown into an asylum.
Yeah. Literally.
So
Yeah.
quickly.
Or they would have been like, crazy dream you just had, girl.
Yeah. But she was like, it's real. And if that grandfather was more conservative like they're acting he was, she would have gone to the asylum, dude.
Yeah. I mean, if it's just the one time, maybe, you know? But she continued to have like, if she continued to bring it up after that day, she gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back. Y'all keep talking. I'm going to be back in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
1, 2.
Maddie.
Okay. Just keep going with the plot.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, because then Aunt Elizabeth, like, she comes back into the house and she returns with a man. He looks pretty familiar. Like, I've seen him before, wouldn't you say?
I think I've seen him.
Because this man is revealed to be Eric, because after the grandfather and the aunt go away, he gives her heart locket.
Oh, that's so cute though. That's so cute
They
though.
were so cute.
Just
I
being
don't
like,
care what
silently
they
like,
do.
I remember you.
Exactly. I don't care what the haters say.
It was so cute. And then they're like, want to dance?
Yeah. Eric asked her to dance.
And that's the end of the movie. It was so
That
cute
shows-
though.
It was.
I do have one question. Did he abandon his people again?
No, I think he did.
I think he abandoned his subjects.
But I think he was gonna let in my head he let Captain Candy be king or like be Democratic.
That's what I
leader.
think. I was like, he definitely left it to someone more trusted, but they just didn't explain it. They're like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
they should have
That
showed
was
a
crazy.
scene. They should have showed a scene where he was like, Captain Candy, like this, like I want you to take over. Like you got this, dude.
I think we have to remember though, this was made for little kids.
That's true.
Yeah.
Little kids are not concerned about who is the ruler now in this imaginary fantasy land. Also, maybe they're still like, oh, it's an imaginary fantasy land.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
But he brings the heart locket, so it's crazy, you know?
Yeah. I wish there had been maybe like a minute where we got to saw the aftermath of her disappearing.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have
He
been
looked for her or something.
also like, how did he get to the real world? Did he go back through everything that they just done? Like,
I think he might have gone through the snow portal.
yeah.
Or the
Maybe.
snow fairies might have been like, yeah, we'll bring you back. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Easy work.
Whatever.
Easy work we could have done the whole time.
So the movie ends with Barbie and Kelly perfectly performing the dance of the sugar plum fairy.
Which she was incapable of doing before this.
It took a story for her to get it perfectly. She's
Mhm.
6. Why is she doing this dance?
Why is she so good? They totally did not bring child dancers in. That was not the dancing of a child.
No, that
They
was like
just scaled
pro,
down an adult.
Yeah, for sure.
that was like pro dancer.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
But that's the end of the movie.
Woo! We did it. We made it.
Oh my
I know.
god. Let's
Okay.
move on to the ratings.
Yes.
Yay!
So I am going to go in order of Lucy, Maddie, then me for our ratings of each thing, and I'll introduce it. Okay. So Lucy, start with your rating for Barbie out of 10.
So for Barbie in this movie, I put it a 6 out of 10 because
Okay.
I think
Okay.
like she was largely a useless character, but she wasn't super annoying or anything. And I think it had more to do with the fact like they were doing an actual ballet and not like creating a new story. Because I think after this, like the Barbies have a purpose, have a use. Whereas I
Yeah.
feel like in this, she was kind of more like showing us the story. She was us in this scenario.
Yes.
So I kind of feel like it wasn't fully her fault. So I didn't want to give her lower than that, but I do feel that she's largely useless.
Okay. Maddie.
My
what do you
rating.
rate
I
Barbie?
also gave it a 6 out of 10.
No.
And my rating was because she wasn't very useful until the end, but she didn't like make stupid choices. She wasn't like an incompetent like main character. She just like didn't do much, so she was neutral. And then she was like very useful, like the most useful. So I was like, I'll give you an extra point, I guess.
She didn't add usefulness, but she was not like she wasn't making
Useless.
problems. She just wasn't helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until like she freed them from prison.
Yeah.
That was like like one of the most useful things she did.
Yeah, I would give her that. That's like the most useful thing she did.
Because other than that, she just kind of danced around and things happened and like magic happened around her. But yeah, she wasn't stupid. She didn't make dumb choices.
All right. For Barbie, I gave her a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
I feel like she's just so middle of the road basic Barbie, which makes sense. It was the first Barbie movie.
Yeah.
And she's a character in a story who in the original story never really did much anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like 5 was perfect because like it's the first movie, so she's middle of the road. She wasn't too bad. She wasn't too good.
They gave her room to grow.
Yeah.
They definitely did.
I didn't want to rate her too high because I feel like a 6 might have been a little too high, but I gave her a 5.
Yeah. I feel like we all like largely agree that she was pretty useless, but I think the reason I gave her a 6 instead of like a 5 was because I felt that it was not to do so much with the fact that that was how they wanted her character. It was more to do with like that's kind of how the show of the Nutcracker is, of like, you know, she's kind of just like if you ever go see the ballet, like my interpretation of her is that she's kind of largely like just exploring this new place. Like she's not really meant to be like this super powerful, crazy wizard. Like I think that was like something that was kind of added in this movie kind of more. So I feel like if they are basing it off of the ballet, I kind of felt like that uselessness wasn't necessarily designed. It was just kind of like how the character is.
I agree with that. I think why I like added the extra point was just because they added the usefulness. Like you're right, in the ballet she did nothing. She just watched. But they like I'm not even talking about like the sugar and plum fairy bit. Like when she was like alone, she could hold her own. She snuck through a castle and stuff and freed them. So I think in the end, she was like more useful.
Yeah.
Like she didn't cause problems and she helped a little bit. So I think that will bumped her up a little bit in my mind.
Okay. I think I will agree with you guys and change my rating to a 6.
Okay,
great.
So, Lucy, what did you rate the villain?
Guys, it's Tim Curry. I gave him a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
If you gave him anything less, we are going to be having words.
Well,
so
you're not going to like my rating, that's for sure.
You're not going to like my rating either. I gave the villain a 7 out of 10.
Oh, that's low. Okay.
I said because you don't see him much. And he also has people fight for him. Like that rock thing and stuff. Like half the movie is just him in his castle telling his soldiers what to do. So I feel like we didn't see him live up to his full like villain potential. Also because of the bat, and that took off a point. I hate that bat with my entire being, and that's his sidekick. That thing, literally every time it came on screen, I wrote in the note, ew, bat, ugh, bat, ew, get off my screen. I hate that thing so much, it docked a point. But we didn't see him. He's a solid, good villain. I love Tim Curry. But it just, I wanted more of it.
Yeah. For me, I gave the Rat King a 6.
Ooh, okay.
Because I love Tim Curry. He is great. And his fits were hard. He had that. He had that on. He had them on. He had those clothes on. That's for sure.
The collar, yeah.
Like the coat and the pants, like slay.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But I agree with Maddie. He didn't really do anything until the end. So I feel like the fact that he was Tim Curry carried him. Because if he was played by a voice actor we didn't love, or like we didn't have such a love for.
No, I will say the fact that he's Tim Curry definitely did bump him up all the way to 10. I think a lot of the complaint y'all have though is that he's a king. Like he's delegating rather than out there fighting the battles.
That's true.
Which I think if he were like, you know, like the next movie is Rapunzel, and I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember Mother Gothel or whatever they call her in it, like being pretty hands-on because she's not like a ruler. She's just kind of camped out in her mansion. So I feel like when we're talking like, oh, he's a king, he's the Rat King, like his job is to delegate. His job is to get the soldiers to go out there. And the one time he does go into combat before that, you know, it's kind of like he's introduced later. It's a big fanfare thing like a king in battle would be. So I feel like I agree why you guys have this complaint of like it is a movie and like we don't see very much of him. But I think he it's because he's a king and he has a lot of power. He is the ruler. He shouldn't be out fighting all the time.
I get that, but when I think of villain, I
Mhm.
think of like a hands-on, I'm gonna
Mhm.
get you. And
Mhm.
like also, didn't kings also used to go and battle with their soldiers? I get like he's supposed to be bad, so like he might not do that. But like,
I mean,
didn't they like also used to do that? So you would. So I didn't like. I wanted to see more. I wanted more Tim.
yeah.
I wanted
Oh,
more Tim. I
Trust
got
I
less
wanted
Tim
more
than I
Tim.
was bargaining for.
Trust
I wanted like a true villain. Like I'm gonna like I have a personal vengeance against you. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Less than just like, oh, you're my competition.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
also think it was at the end when he was like, I don't need subjects. It's like, buddy, what's
Yeah.
the point of fighting for king then? Like,
I could agree with that. I think him being a king is largely why y'all didn't like him, but I think like yes, kings would go out into battle, but they were never on the front lines, because there's an heir, assuming, but in this case, A, there is no heir, and B, like, if he gets killed, the whole kingdom goes kaput. But if a normal rat soldier gets killed, he doesn't care.
That's
You
fair.
know?
That's fair.
And he turns a large majority of his army into sculptures, which I do fear is a pretty villainous thing to do. And he clearly does throughout the movie. He does cause the destruction of multiple villages, multiple lives. Like we see there's like refugee camps because of this man and because of like his villainous decisions. So I feel like I agree with you guys. I wish I had seen more of him, but I think that's why.
I can move my rating up to Maddie and meet a 7, but I can't go any higher.
I think I'll move mine up to an 8. But
I'll compromise at an 8.
Okay,
Okay.
I can do 8.
I think I can't get past not seeing him more. It just like felt like less like he was a major problem and more just like a thorn in their side through the whole thing.
Right.
But I'm down to move it up to an 8.
No, I can see that. I get y'all's point for sure.
So, Lucy, would you like to rate the sidekicks?
I gave them a 9 out of 10 because I think like it was a little unclear who the sidekick was. And that might have been like how we were talking about it before this, or it could have been like the movie itself. But I mean, like Sid, you texted this morning and you were like, who is the sidekick? And I had that question because if we're saying, oh, it's the little fairies, like, okay, great. That was not clear that they were the sidekicks, like kind of carried the movie.
Yeah. Also, they didn't have a lot of character, so they wouldn't have gotten a good rating anyways.
Yeah. So like I feel like I really liked all of the side characters, at least like for like I didn't like Major Mint maybe as a person, but I think as a character, like he had character growth, like he changed, like they all had important like decisions that they made and they all like helped the plot forward. So I liked all of the sidekicks. So I gave it a 9 out of 10 because it was just hard to tell who the sidekicks were. Like
Okay.
I rated them very harshly. It's partially because I mainly just considered the fairies more than like the people as well.
Right.
Because when I think Barbie movie, I don't think like human sidekick. I think like ethereal thing or animal.
Right. Okay.
Type sidekick. So that's why my rating is so low because I do like I love Captain Candy.
Yeah.
So if I like had considered him one, it would be higher. I rated him a 4 out of 10.
Ooh. All right, Maddie.
It was really low. And here's exactly what I wrote. I guess the fairies useful but not very lovable. Like I also didn't like that they were the only reason the plot happened.
Yeah.
Like the main characters like didn't overcome the huge problems they were given to them. The solutions were given. And so it felt like they didn't really work for it.
Yeah.
Like at least like those side characters were just like it was like the writers like couldn't think of like a way for them to solve it. So they're like, freeze the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, how are they gonna get out of this one? Bring in the fairies.
Yeah.
Like, carry her away, bring her to the rat castle. Like it's just they were used as a plot device more than like I wanted them to be.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense.
For my rating, I included the fairies, but also Major Mint, and Captain Candy. I gave them a 6 out of 10. I was very confused on who were considered sidekicks, but I love Captain Candy, and Major Mint was funny to me. So they were good. But also the fairy dance sequences were really nice.
They were.
Yeah.
So I think what we need to decide our total sidekick rating is, what are we considering the sidekicks? Are we including all the characters but the villain, the Nutcracker, and Barbie, or are we just considering the fairies? What do we want to consider?
I was doing more fairies because they're in there a lot, but also Major Mint and Captain Candy, and not the 2 kids because
No, I didn't include them either.
No.
So I
I'm
think
down
fairies
to
and
include.
the 2 guys.
I'm down to include Major Mint and Captain Candy. If so, that's gonna definitely bring my score up.
Okay.
Because
So
I did not think much of the fairies. That would bring mine up to like, I'd say 7. The fairies just bring it down a lot, but
Okay.
I think because I love the characters. I do think it's funny that Major Mint wants to take over when I'm pretty sure Captain's over Major.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know enough to say.
I don't know about army stuff.
So
I would raise it to a 7.
I can agree with the 7. Yeah.
okay, sidekicks.
Okay, 7. All right. And now, Lucy, tell us your Ken rating.
Okay, so I'm realizing I judged them very well compared to you guys, so I feel like you're not going to agree with this, but I gave him an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
He loses major points for the tights.
That's so funny, but that's the ballet. They just wear tights.
It makes me uncomfortable. Anytime I see a man in tights, it makes me a little uncomfortable. So I negated points for the tights. I do think, though, that I think the Nutcracker is a very nice, sweet character that genuinely makes you care about him throughout the point of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that he, very early on from the beginning, knowing that he is actually this disgraced prince, I think added a lot of really nice backstory, made me very sympathetic to him. I think the fact that he was literally willing to take his own arm off to help his old friend, like, that was, I mean, you can't not appreciate him as a character, I think. So that was why I gave him a pretty high score.
Okay. Mine was a 7 out of 10. So pretty similar. I said solid. He's a very capable Ken, because not all are. I put he had like some cute moments with Clara, like with that locket moment at the end and some bashful looks they had. I thought that was sweet. I did take out some points because of like the ending where he I was like, did you abandon them again? It was just like that point like confused me, but overall, I agree. He's a very solid character. I think he's a very sweet character. I think he's very lovable. I think he's a good Ken. I'm definitely willing to raise my score even, but I originally rated him a 7 out of 10.
I also rated him a 7 out of 10.
Okay, we're all similar here. We like him. We like him.
I could see dropping my score because I hadn't really considered at the end that he does abandon his people, so I'd be willing to drop down to a 7.
Okay.
I rated him a 7 because I liked his personality. He actually was a Ken with a personality. When we're going through some of these older movies, we're gonna find there's not a lot of personality, so we're very lucky. I also liked how in like the whole movie he wasn't very conventionally attractive.
Yes. It's kind of like a Beauty and the Beast moment.
Yes.
Except like the opposite, because he got uglier.
Yeah.
so you could like connect with him emotionally, like focus on his character.
Yeah. I agree.
And like you could tell Clara fell in love with his character and not just his appearance.
Oh, hi, Teddy.
Yeah.
Teddy's coming back in with me, guys.
Yay, Teddy!
Bye.
So Lucy, you said
Teddy.
You said you would drop it?
Yeah, I'd be willing to drop it because I hadn't considered that he left all of his people alone at the end. So I'm willing to drop down to a 7.
Okay, 7.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, Lucy, rate the plot.
Okay, so I felt this was my Nutcracker. You know, I didn't see the ballet until far after I saw this.
Okay.
So for me, this is what I think of when I think of the Nutcracker. And I think, you know, some classics I don't necessarily understand the reasoning, but I do think that there's a reason why things are considered classic and why we continue to like watch them and read them and carry on like thinking about classics. And it's because like genuinely they are good. At some point, some part of them is good. So I think, you know, this is a good story. It's a good classic story. I think it's a really like, it's the only reason I really understand what's happening in the ballet, because that whole thing just, it mystifies me. Like, I think it's really pretty, but I don't totally follow it very well.
Yeah.
But I think like it also is a really nice, good introduction for kids. Like it added a new kind of plot line. It also like had these really cool characters, but it also had the really beautiful like dance sequences, and it had these really like these fun ideas of like, oh look, it's a fake castle with a cage, and oh look, let's introduce this rat king with a fake bat and he turns people into stone. Like I think it kept the parts that make the Nutcracker so classic and beautiful, but it added in these new fun parts for kids to really enjoy. So I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, again, I'm rating these very highly compared to you guys.
Ooh. Ah. Going to mine next is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, can't wait.
So on the flip of that, I remember the Nutcracker ballet first.
Okay.
I remember going to that because I went to it for Girl Scouts.
Okay.
And I saw it for that. And I loved it. I was like, this is amazing. And I used to do ballet. So I was just entranced by it. And I really liked it. And I agree, it's a classic. I think it's great for being the like first Barbie movie. I think they chose a great thing. I think it is a good movie. I did really enjoy watching it. Saying all that, I gave it a 4 out of 10. The
I
plot.
knew you were gonna give it a 4. I guessed 4. I was like, she's gonna give it a 4.
I gave the plot a 4. And hear me out. I think they took the plot, and I get that it's for kids, but they also just like changed weird things about it. Like things that I feel like they didn't have to. Like, why'd they kill off the parents? That makes no sense to me. They didn't have to do that. Why did they didn't need a grandpa. They could have done like what it had in like the original, where it's like, oh, they're at a Christmas party and their uncle comes.
Right.
Like I just, it felt unnecessary, and that they wanted to kill the parents for some reason.
Yeah.
Why is Clara the sugar plum princess? I get that they wanted a twist and they want her to be like, oh, this is the main character and she's powerful and stuff. I feel like it would have been really cool if they had someone else introduced in the end for like, and they couldn't reach her for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm used to the classic, like the ballet, and so all the plot changes, like every time I was like, really? I was like, really? You sure?
You sure about that?
It threw me off. It definitely threw me off. I did really enjoy watching it. Just because like the plot was weird and stuff doesn't mean I think it's bad or that I wouldn't watch it again. It's just I think I would like it better the second time I watched it, because I wasn't like, whoa, wait, what? Wait, huh? Yeah. Why is that? Why'd they change that? Why is that so different?
Yeah.
So I think I'd rate it higher the second time, but it's a 4 right now.
Okay.
Sid?
So I thought I was being a major hater.
I'm a big hater. What can I say?
And then I heard Maddie's rating.
Biggest thing about Maddie, she's a hater.
And I have one word to say to that. Twins, because I also put 4 out of 10.
Oh my god!
We're so similar in our rating.
I did it. I agree with most of what Maddie said. I also I hate the twist at the end that she's the sugar plum princess. I know Barbie's a princess and like it's magical and like she's the prince. I just hate she's the princess all along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the point of going and doing the thing then? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I like the characters. And I love the dancing. And I don't know, it was just something. I love the villain. I don't know what it was. I could definitely raise it though.
I'll definitely raise it now, and like being like, oh right, this is for children.
Yeah.
I don't really care as much. I'm definitely down to raise it, but it still throws me off, you know?
Yeah. So, okay, maybe a 6, 5. What do y'all think?
I'm good for
I'll go
6.
to a 6.
Okay, I think 6 because I do still really love this movie. This is what I think of when I think of the Nutcracker. But I can understand like if a plot change that I don't get because I don't, think of the dance. Like I could totally get that. Yeah. Okay, so so my total score was 43 out of 50, which got us 86%. Maddie, did you calculate your total?
I did. I calculated everything. So mine was a 5.6 out of 10,
Okay.
28 out of 50, or a 56%.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't do all that. That's fancy. Hold on.
I can't believe you got over 50%, Maddie.
It was just the sidekicks and plot that brought it down. Everything else was pretty highly rated.
That's
It was
fair.
just sidekicks and plot because sidekicks didn't wow me, plot freaked me out.
Right.
It was 27 points in total with 56%. With a 56%.
Okay, we had the same percent. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's wild. Okay, wait. So now
We got to add up all the scores we just created. together.
I already did. So our total scores, we got our united score for Barbie. We rated her 6 out of 10. For our villain, we rated him an 8 out of 10. Our kin and our sidekicks were both 7 out of 10.
Yes.
And then our plot was 6 out of 10.
Yes.
So when we make that into our little percentage, we got 68% was our united total for Barbie and the Nutcracker.
Okay.
So like not bad.
That's
Much
not
lower than
bad.
mine. Mine was 86.
Yeah.
It ended up being the
we
that.
brought that down.
way down. So maybe next movie I'll be a little bit more harsh. We'll see. But
The next one's Rapunzel.
yeah, so the next movie we're gonna watch is Barbie Rapunzel, which was the second, like chronologically, the second release from Barbie Mattel.
Yes.
So
Who
I'm gonna
hosting
be hosting
that one? If you guys want to see me host,
yeah, Maddie is hosting.
Maddie's
that one.
hosting. Okay.
Yeah.
if you want to see the hater,
You
the
guys see
biggest
the
hater here.
The hater bring out her fun facts.
Yeah.
The hater bring down the score from an 80 to a 60.
So, thank you to everyone who listened. We understand this was nerdy and geeky, but maybe we brought up some cool points. You can email us at gorgepodcast2001@gmail. You can find us on Instagram and also X at gorge_podcast. And you can find us on YouTube at Gorge Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, whatever you need to do so that you can keep listening to us goof about Barbie. Thank you guys so much for listening. And we'll see you for our next movie, which is Barbie Rapunzel.
To see everyone there.
Hope we see everyone. This is for Ted Nivison. Screw you for rating the Barbie movies so low.
Yeah.
Get him again.
You're the reason we're doing this. Why'd you rate them so low, bud?
Is that the guy who made the video
Yes.
where you watch all of them? Okay, I did end up watching that. Hey, I think he's onto something with the Barbie hive mind.
He is. I will say he is onto the hive mind, but he didn't have to rate the movies so low.
No, I agree. He rated them super
Exactly.
low. You do realize you're a hater though, Maddie, right?
I am a hater. That's
Yeah.
why we started this, is because I was hating.
Here's the thing. Ted Nivison, he lacks whimsy with Barbie movies.
That's
He
fair.
lacks whimsy and nostalgia.
I was gonna say he definitely lacks the nostalgia as well. Like this was definitely like what I watched as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched these so many times.
Oh, yes, especially y'all. Oh my gosh, the Island Princess. We're gonna go crazy.
12
Dude,
dancing
and 12 Dancing Princesses, we're gonna go nuts. Tens everywhere. Tens
trends
everywhere.
across the board.
Yeah, but like Island Princess was the one that we would collectively watch together. I
Yeah.
don't think that we mentioned this at the beginning. We are cousins.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
We're cousins. Me and Sidney are siblings. I don't
Yes,
think we said that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
I was suddenly thinking as I was saying that, I was like, I don't know that we mentioned that. But we
We are family.
are
Guys,
we
guys,
are
here's family.
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 Family?
We are family by Janet Jackson. Okay.
But anyways, we are family and
Family.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Gorge Podcast, thank you so much for listening.
It's short.